What's up, y'all? It's your girl. I'm here. I'm back. I'm waiting on y'all to come on through. Come through, come through, come through. I'm gonna change my. I don't know if I can change my layout or not. Let's see. Can I change it? I can, but I don't really want to do that. The layout that I want, I didn't change it. So y'all forgive me. I didn't change the layout that I want to change it to. So now it won't let me change it. But it's all good. Let me move over here so I can see these comments. Make sure the comments are showing on the stage. There we go. And I'm gonna wait for y'all to come on in, come on in, come on in. I gotta remember to start showing these earlier, like to schedule them so you all can see the actual link to the live. So y'all can catch the live stream when it kicks off. So how y'all doing? It's cold in Georgia. It's cold in Georgia on October 30th, and I think it's been in a long, long time. In a very long time. So I'm glad I got some skits to react to though. And I'm glad I got some good people to talk to about the skits and my reactions. I did post a few this morning, and I see there have been some comments. So I hope you all have enjoyed what you've seen so far and my reactions that I've had so far. We're gonna wait to give it just a couple of minutes, or maybe like another minute or so people can kind of start coming on, getting their notifications that I'm up and I'm running and I am live. I do have my mug here with me, some tea in it. This is my enter the chat. Let's see, there we go. Enter the chat mug. It's available on the website. So I'm gonna post a comment in here with the link to where you can get this mug at. Matter of fact, I'm going to my site and get the direct link for y'all. Oh, why this one? I can't spell my name, y'all. What's going on? We had a lot of activity last night with the skits and everything. So we got a lot to talk about. I got up early this morning so I could react to some of the things that came through last night. Some things that really aggravated me, I got to tell y'all. One of the things is Chase. Chase is really working my nerves, so we're gonna definitely talk about that. We're gonna take care of some announcements too. I'm gonna go ahead and post a link to the mug in here. Hey, Marquisa. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And I apologize if some other people have come on. My chat hasn't updated on my StreamYard hasn't updated so I can see who all is on here. But good morning. I appreciate it. Good afternoon on this fine Thursday. How y'all doing? How y'all been? I'm gonna go ahead on and post the link to the store so you can get the mug. And it's this mug right here. If you choose to, it's regularly $25. It is now 20% off. Even there's some hoodies on there as well. When you go to the page, if you enter the chat mug off, you can go see the actual paid collections page, and it's got the other items on there too. So even the hoodies are 20% off at this point. So you can get your hoodie for $40 instead of $50, but so it includes shipping. So that was one of the announcements. No, I haven't seen Bethany and Larry at the school. Let me check something out and see. Because I didn't see that pop up. I'm going to go on my phone real quick and see. So they did go to the school. Hey, bitch and music. I'm so glad you are here. I'm so glad you're here. Hey y'all, is this Hollywood? That is and when I say Hollywood, that is Hollywood. From Marquisa, y'all help me out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hollywood from the Borderlines. The Borderlines on Ava DuVernay. Oh gosh, on the old network. Hey Louie. Hey Looney. My Looney. I gotta review this kid, Country Wayne. Okay, he got Hollywood on here too. What? No, I don't. Okay, so I just checked Marquisa. I hadn't seen them at the school yet, so that's gonna be interesting because I know they probably gonna take Bethany in on that. So all right, y'all, let's get into it. I got some folks on here gonna keep me energized and ready to go, y'all. Am I talking too loud? Y'all let me know if I'm talking too loud because I've been outside and I've been on the phone and then I've been working in my garden. I told y'all I got a gardening channel. It's called Family Garden. It used to be the Resilient Gardener, but it's actually the Family Garden Chronicles. So I'll be sharing like gardening reactions on that channel and also sharing some other stuff. And then I also have my jewelry channel. There are 2,200 subscribers on there now. I'm reactivating that channel. And all of this is oh, this girl got a lot going on. It's going to make sense in the end as to what I'm doing because I'm going to be, those of you that want to start your own YouTube channel but have been fighting fear, I'm going to call it the spirit of fear, worrying about whether you got the right equipment. Child, if y'all saw how I got this set up over here and y'all know, you should order one. It's $20, Bitch Music. It's $25 regularly, and it's on sale for 20% off. So grab yourself one. Um, but yeah, so it's a method to my madness for all of that because I don't want to just do something for myself. I'm trying to empower myself, but I also want to empower others with the knowledge that I have. And I don't want to be on here giving y'all a whole lot of fake news and stuff. One of the first things I'm gonna tell you, I would not have 500 subscribers. You all would not be seeing me if I was not posting regularly. Now I'm posting every day because I'm on a mission. But whatever method, however often you choose to post, just be. Yes, there's definitely you can schedule some time with me, Looney. But definitely be consistent. Consistency is what is the key. So your audience, when they can expect you to come, like y'all get frustrated when y'all be like, well, I thought Ayana said she was gonna start going live, but I couldn't catch a live. Now look, now that I have worked my kink out, or part of my kinks out, then you all can see, y'all can see me a little better, right? Y'all can feel a little bit better about catching me when I go live. And eventually I'll go live more and more. But I gotta just be posting like my regular reactions because that's what is showing up and that's what's drawing all the viewers. And I got a lot of views, y'all. Okay, so let's get into the other announcements. Y'all look at here, look at here, look at here. God is blessing. He's using y'all as some vessels, and y'all are willing. Y'all are the willing vessels of the Lord, and y'all gonna be blessed. We are now at 526 subscribers. 526 subscribers. And I was going back cleaning out my StreamYard files and all of that the other day. I started this trajectory with this channel back on September the 15th. So it's been about 6 weeks. But that first week, I wasn't consistent. I posted, I think, 2 or 3 videos, and then I stopped. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if nobody want to hear me or none of that. But then something happened, and your girl got triggered. And I said, enough is enough. I'm a content strategist by professional trade. I know how to create content. I know how to find the content that people really want to see. I knew I wanted to do some reaction videos. And then I sat forth and I said, I'm going to commit to doing this. And that is what I've done. Thank you so much. Oh, you in California? Oh, I bet it feels good out there because it is freezing over here in Georgia. Your cousins over here in Georgia, bitch music. We cold. We is cold in the ATL and the L. Yes, we is cold. So and 352 videos later, 6 weeks, 352, and that sounds like a lot of videos, but it's not when you think about how much Country Wayne posts and how much we react to his posts. And some of those 352 videos are shorts that I remix out of the longer videos. Like definitely I do that a lot with the Bethany and Brooke back and forth. And here we are. We now only need 474 before we are at 1,000 chat club members. Well, good. I'm from Saginaw, Michigan. I finally caught you live. I call you my mini me because we think just like. All right, I'm happy to be your mini me, sis. I'm happy to be your mini me, Clarissa. And I'm so glad you caught me. I saw your message. I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad I caught it. And boom, here we is, girl. Here we is. I want to get some of the fellas on because I really want to get where we get ready to go right now. I really want to get Claire. I want the ladies' take too, okay? But sometimes, ladies, y'all know we need a male perspective. We need like some males who's gonna give us the real deal perspective, not somebody that's gonna play bro code and kind of half tell us stuff, right? And let's fix, what is it? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and men are from Mars. So we don't always think alike. I think that's why we have so much contingency between us in the genders is because we're different, but the differences that we have make us attracted to each other. That said, y'all, I posted a link to the mug in there. If you take that last part of that URL off where it says enter the chat mug, it will take you to the collection page and you can just look at what's on the collection page right now. But I plan on having a journal. I plan on having an ebook, some trainings, and all of that for us over here, and we're gonna talk about how to do reaction videos. I want to have some stuff. I'm doing a game for couples. I've already started to work that game out. It will be a card game. It can be a couple like independent couples just intimately just want to spend some quality time together and they play the game, or it can be couples where they sit around none of that freaky deaky stuff. Now, y'all, we ain't doing that, but where they will be able to like just kind of like share and grow together as couples and help each other in their relationship, but without telling too much of their information because sometimes we need to shut up sometimes, right? Okay, so let's get on into it. Y'all, let's look at what I reacted to today. And y'all know what my trigger is for today, right? Okay, my trigger for today is Chase. Some months ago, I said that I didn't like Chase. Not that I don't dislike the actor Chase Walker. Thank you so much, Bitch and Music. I do not like Chase Walker, the filmographer, the producer, and all that. I like that Chase. I think he puts out really good quality content for himself and for Wayne. Okay. I'm talking about the character that Chase is portraying on here. Because him and Candace, from what I understand, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I need a sip, y'all. They are married in real life. And I don't know that I play with my marriage on here like that. I know marriage had their temptations that come in marriages, all of that stuff. But I don't like what I'm seeing out of this because Chase and Candace, to me, for the longest in these skits, when Ernestine and Jay was cutting up, when Amber was out here with Wayne and then decided to marry Anthony, and Anthony was out here, Chase and Candace were the stability, the relationship stability. And now that I hope he does get caught before he gets there. Now they had a conversation today, but I didn't like seeing Candace when she was sad them many months ago or them weeks ago when she was sad because he wasn't getting what she was trying to say. And now he's at the point of making excuses. Okay. So let's do this first. Let's go. I'm gonna go to my notifications and I'm gonna check out some of the comments that you all have relative just to Chase. And Marquisa, you are up first, my girl. So on this comment, I believe Chase and Maggie are about to upset us all. That was my reaction type. Marquisa said, "This is sad. I don't like Chase. Never did. Cause he kind of childish, isn't he, Marquise, y'all? But he acting like he don't see what's going on with the shenanigans, another marriage in a skit land over. Exactly. Chase knows what's going on. Wayne has warned him. I think was it Charles or Frank? Frank warned him that that woman wasn't just bringing gifts and doing what he was doing. His wife warned him, and a lot of times men don't really listen to what their wives say. A lot of times it takes someone outside to tell them, dude, you don't see what's going on here. So Marquisa, let me go ahead on the like and heart your comment. And Looney, you are right. At that event, he told him to move. But Chase is hard headed. Remember, Wayne is petty, but Chase is messy. When people are petty, they're drawn to pettiness. When people are messy, they're drawn to situations for them to be messy. And this is about to be a heck of a messy situation. Marquisa says Chase knows because how in the hell you saw Anthony's BS, but you don't see your own. Did he really see? Did he really act like he saw Anthony's BS, or did he downplay it because he wants to be where Anthony is? Wayne is already doing it. You know what I'm saying? So why is it necessary to make Anthony your be all to end all? Because him and Wayne are in the entertainment industry. Anthony and Wayne are doing real estate. That's two different areas. So why would you, as a married man, knowing this other married man is out here cheating on his wife, and then you pulling your wife into that mess? Now Candace is about to get some karma that I don't think she is just due to her. I don't think it's fair for Candace to get this karma that's coming to her. And I think that karma is coming to her because her and Chase are one, and Chase decided to co-sign Anthony's mess when he was still about the mess and took that girl, Shayla, on that trip, and he lied and tricked his wife into going on that trip. Marquisa, that's it, sis. That's it. He saw it and knew it, and he was warned and just turned his head. Look, let me tell y'all something about the Holy Spirit. One thing that I have learned, God, the Holy Spirit, whatever. When you about to do something you know you ain't got no business doing, warnings come all around you. God will always warn you. His first warning came when his wife told him, don't do it. Let that go. She shouldn't be bringing no gifts over here. You gave the first one was when he gave her the discount, and Candace checked him on the discount. But see, some men don't like their women telling them nothing. They like to know everything. Now you don't tell me I'm the man. I'm the man. And the whole while they're setting themselves up for failure. God gave Adam Eve because he said it is not good for him to be alone. It is not good for man to be alone. That's what he said in Genesis. And he put Adam to sleep, and he took his rib and he made a woman. Your rib covers your lungs. Think about what your ribs cover. They cover your lungs, they cover your heart, they connect to your sternum, they connect to your clavicle. The word of God says, put on the breastplate of righteousness. Think about that breastplate. That breastplate covers all of this up here. So technically, all the things that matter to your systems that cause you to work and cause you to produce and cause you to flourish. That woman coming from that rib, from the rib of man, when God made her from that, she is a lifesaver for him. A lot of times, if men would just listen, their women can keep them out of a lot of stuff. Now, it works the same way now. It works in tandem. But woman would just let a man be the head sometimes and stop running the mouth. Case in point, Larry and Bethany. You understand where I'm going with that? Looney says, it's apparent that Chase has feelings beyond the neighbor for this girl, and he is flat out lying to his wife to cover it up. He knows he's wrong. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. They're making her a nagging wife now, it seems like. Yes, they are. And Candace is not a nagger. Candace actually is the woman that will help build you up. She is the wife that all these other wives on here should have aspired to be. But there's a little bit more behind that too, I think. So let's go. Looney says, scroll down here a little bit. Wayne told him to move. The countdown to Pound Town begins. He and Maggie cross the line by New Year's or Candace finds out. Larry and Shar by Black Friday. I agree. I'm not as upset about Larry and Shar, and I'm telling you why. I think Larry and Bethany are unequally yoked, and he never should have been with Bethany anyway. And this ain't even about Bethany's race. I don't think he was meant to be with her anyway. I think Larry got hurt. I think he already was dealing with PTSD. He was upset with Shara, and instead of working that out and trying to come to terms with that, he jumped into the next best thing, and Bethany was there to groom and take advantage of the situation. Looney says, all women who do business with my husband do the business with me. Exactly. My temperament isn't there, and my husband is always so oblivious. There you go. Preach. Yes, Looney, you preach too, girl. Wayne told this man to move. Let me go on, like, and heart this. Wayne told him at that event, Natasha and that fiasco for Natasha's celebration, told him then he needed to move. He told him. And Wayne knows Chase better than anybody else because Wayne is hung out with Chase. They've been friends for a long time. So he knows the look. And Wayne been there, done that. Wayne been married. Wayne got all them baby mamas. Wayne know. Looney says this, and this is, girl, I gotta, let me heart this real fast, real fast. Let me get down here to the whole thing. Out here chasing a man, she's talking about Maggie. Out here chasing a man who in your face is telling you that he has money, but is frugal enough that he would disrespect his wife for $2,600. Ridiculous as heck on her part. Chase is cheating already. At least that's how Candace is gonna. No, he is cheating. The word of God says, "What a man thinks in his heart, so is he." If you think it, you might as well have done it because you've already sinned. That's also another scripture. Marquisa, you are right. Bethany was the it's gonna be okay person, and Larry fell in the Bethany pool. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Hook, line, and sinker. And if you looked at my review today on the Candace and Chase thing, when Chase was out there talking to Maggie, I said hook, line, sinker. Maggie knew all she had to do was wait. When she realized that man had not told his wife about that discount he got and about not having paid him $2,600 for that windshield, when she realized Candace did not know, that's when she said, "Okay, it's trouble in paradise. I got my way in." All she had to do was stand back and wait. Bitchin' Music says, so overall, Larry stays with Bethany because he feels he owes her for being there for him when he was in a dark place in his life. That's no reason to stay with somebody who's as awful as Bethany. No, it's not. Looney says, but for what, Chase? Ew. You're right. But for what? For what? And Bitchin' Music, we're gonna come back to Bethany and Larry here in just a second. We're gonna come back to that. So let's make sure I didn't miss any comments. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. I don't want to play my reaction over. I want to get to the comments. I probably should have had the skits pulled up too. Let's see if we got any more on that one. So those are all the comments we have right now on Chase. I'm pretty sure we're going to have some more later on coming up. So we're going to go on and jump on over here. Wait. So Vanetta Chapman, 13 hours ago, I guess this is when Maggie saw Chase, because I forgot I reacted to this. Maggie asked Chase, Maggie Chase didn't tell Candace about the windshield, is what the title is. Vanetta Chapman said, only a matter of time, and he is in a mess. Oh, he ain't just slipping into it. He ain't falling into it. He is going in full throttle. He going in full throttle, knowing full well what he doing. Marquisa, Maggie been plotting from day one. The first issue was the brownies because her intention was to go talk to Chase and be nosy, but Candace opened the door. Yes, Candace surprised her. Candace surprised her. Marquisa, here you go again, sis. So Chase, you holding another secret from Candace, and you think nothing is wrong with how you moving. Now, I want y'all remember this. Go back in time with me. Come with me. Come with me. When Punch, what's his name? Pooch Hall. When Pooch Hall made his guest appearance in these skits, Candace's ex, he was pursuing Candace strong. He bought Candace food. I think Candace had met with him. He'd seen Candace. They didn't meet, but he'd seen Candace. Y'all remember that? And Anthony happened to see him and her and was under the assumption that Candace was up to no good. And he went straight to Chase and told Chase. Y'all, Candace still don't know who it was that went to Chase and told Chase that. And if you look at the skit from this morning, when Candace is talking, when Chase is talking to Candace, Chase tells Candace that he is going over to Anthony and Amber's later, and he wants her to come. And he wants her to come. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Well, back then, Anthony wasn't doing nothing wrong. Anthony wasn't cheating. Anthony was about to get married, but he hadn't married Amber. They weren't married or anything, so he wasn't cheating. Anthony saw Candace, and Anthony thought he was being a bro to Chase, and it wasn't even what he thought exactly. But Chase put Candace in a position where she couldn't be a good sis to Amber, because she thought she was going on a trip with just her husband. Then get there, it's Anthony and Shayla. And she got to stay there because Chase wouldn't let her leave. Chase told her, no, you can't go home. But he wouldn't stop me. I'd have left. I ain't finna be here. I don't like this chick. I'm not finna be here in this mess. But when she decided to go along and get along, I think that's when I'm going to call it her spiritual complicity came into effect. Because regardless of whether that was her husband or not, she did not have to go along to get along. She could have packed her stuff and went back to the airport. And if he was any kind of man, he'd have turned around and strolled his behind his wife. That could have set the precedent. So when Maggie comes along, now Chase ain't out here thinking, well, I'm going to get me a little side action too. It is. That's what I love about the reactions bitching music. She says, wow, there's a lot going on with these other skits too. I'm only a Larry Bethany kind of girl. It's like, it's like watching soap opera. Exactly. It's like you're getting 3 minutes of a soap opera with each skit, and you get it all throughout the day. And when I was a little girl, a nostalgic story comes. When I was a little girl, I would watch the soaps with my grandmama. I remember my grandmama keeping me, and she'd be watching her soaps, and her little neighbor sometimes would come over and they'll watch it together. They call each other on the phone. Girl, did you see that? That's what the K Country Wayne skits give me. That's what it gives me. It's nostalgic. It reminds me of growing up and watching the soap operas. Even in college, when we would watch the soap operas, we'd be running home from class. What I miss? What I miss? But it also gives you a good opportunity to talk about things that do occur in real life and have honest and open dialogue. And you just never know who you may be helping in this process. So I think this is a great thing that Wayne has done with his channel. See if I had any new comments come in or anything that we can pull in. Y'all, them numbers just look so beautiful to me. All right. Now we're going to go to the purse. Because I told y'all my theory, right? Let's go down here to Uncle Pernell first. So I think we got a comment on that one. Let's see. Did we get a comment on the Pernell one? No, we didn't get a comment. Let's go to, let's start with this one then. Let's start with Shara. So these are comments on the skit reaction. Shara finds out Brooke's purse was stolen. Shara was the last person Brooke told. The first person she told was Bethany. Mom, they stole my purse. Now, this is the same little girl who said she was not going to call her mom because they were broken and she was not going to be fake. Y'all, Brooke got that bag. Brooke is planning on, if she has not already done it or has not already had Isaiah do it, Brooke is planning to pawn this bag, get that money, and help take care of her mama's car. And her mama told her, don't do that. If you watch the skit, in that skit, and I'll go there so we can check it out. But in that skit, I don't even think it's at home. No, bitchin', I don't think she was that scared. I don't think she was sleeping that hard. We weren't gonna be on the bus that long. I don't even think she was thinking. Nobody woke her up to tell her they were at school. Nobody told her to wake up. She woke herself up. No, she called Bethany. That's the hook. That's the setup. I'm thinking the writers may write it different, and it may be a different skit coming. But I'm standing 10 toes down on this. She called Beth. If she was scared, the last person she would call is Bethany because Bethany talked so much trash about this girl. The last person she would call would be Bethany. She would have called Shara first. That's why Shara said she was feeling some kind of way. I don't think Bethany paid nobody to do it. Brooke did this. Brooke wants to help her mother. Remember in the argument when Bethany came in the room talking about that boy and Brooke getting pregnant? That was the last straw for Brooke. That was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. And I don't know if y'all remember, but the bag was sitting right there. Now, if Bethany took the bag, that's one thing. But I think she would have raised an alarm before she left the house if Bethany slipped in and took the bag. No, that I can see where you're going. In that moment, she was scared. But nah, I don't think that's what it is, bitch music. I think she called her mom because that was going to tug on Bethany's heartstrings in that moment. So Bethany like, oh no, she didn't lose it. Somebody took it. It's a distraction move. She's so scared. She's my little girl again. What I tell you, Bethany has a white savior syndrome, is what I call it, where someone of European descent feels like they need to go in and save a person of African descent. You can see it. You see it when you see the little commercials of the little African babies. You see it when you see the people going to adopt the little black babies from Africa. When there's plenty of black babies over here and plenty of white babies over here and plenty of Asian babies over here that need to be adopted. But you got to go over to Africa and do it. See what I'm saying? That's it's not meant to be a racist thing toward anybody when I say that, but it is something that does occur. And a lot of us of African descent, African American heritage, or whatever, we have experienced it, so we know what it is firsthand. Exactly. She's making them think it was robbed, but all the while she's going to go pawn it and she's going to get her mom's car fixed. How Isaiah get to school? He didn't catch the bus. He certainly didn't walk. Isaiah wasn't on that bus because Isaiah was handling business for Brooke. Brooke probably didn't even get on the bus with that bag. And what did Bethany do when she got on that bus? She started screaming at him, saying he knows who had the bag. And that boy don't know nothing because he went on. Well, he knows. I believe he does know, but I believe it's not who she thinks. I think she's profiling, and that's another lesson that Brooke wants to teach Bethany about profile. Jeanette Lane says Brooke is a confused girl that has to grow up. Bethany treats her like a child. She should have a part-time job, but she's allowed to be lazy and has been given everything. Listen to your real mom. Hold up, let me fix this. Number one, Brooke isn't lazy. Brooke wants to work. She has said there's a skit where she says, "I told y'all I want to work." But they don't want her to work. They want her to focus on school. As a teenager, she does not have to work. There are some parents that strictly want their children to focus on school. I myself, if my daughter wants to work, I will allow her to work as long as I'm convinced that her working is not going to affect her in school or affect her grades. But she does not have to work. She crochets. I give her other things that she can do to make her a little money when she needs to. And then so she can get her own entrepreneurial spirit out there because she has one. But I don't think we can call Brooke lazy because she's blessed. I don't think she's allowed to be lazy. I really don't. I think she's a girl with a good heart who's in a horrible familial situation that looks pretty and rosy on the outside to the apartment girls, but on the inside, she is not happy. Bitchy Miss said, I know I mean that she referred to Bethany as mom because she was scared. Okay, I can see that. But I don't think Brooke was all that scared. I think this is a setup. I think there's more to the story. Marquisa says, first thing is when I was in school on the bus and had a chick on there that didn't like me, I never took my eyes off them just in case I had to go into fight mode. Exactly. That's something else your parents teach you. Be prepared in case you got to buck up on somebody because sometimes you got to protect yourself. And also, Marquisa, the fact that she had already, when the first day she had the bag on the bus, they were passing the bag around and she eventually had to snatch it back from them and they still didn't want to give her a bag back. So Brooke has the perfect setup. Now they could have taken the bag, but I feel like they didn't. I feel like this is Brooke. Oh, now that's the way to look at it. And Brooke being the sweet girl that she is, I can see her making people think it was raw. Oh my God, what a hookup of a storyline. If I were writing for Country Wayne, that's how I would write it. I don't know if Country Wayne will ever let me write for him, but Country Wayne, if you're watching this, if any of the Country Wayne writers are watching this, I am a former journalist. I'm a retired content strategist, a woman of a certain age. I would love to write for you. Unshameless plug. I am not ashamed of this plug. Talk about thinking outside the box. Yeah. Bethany saved the little black girl. That's right, Marquisa. Bethany saved the little black girl from the other little black girl. I helped my black husband with her black daughter because her black mama couldn't do it. That, Marquisa, that is what the whole black savior thing is about. That's what it looks like in this scenario. This right here, I wish I knew how to like pin a comment. Does it show up when I do this? Y'all have to tell me because I don't know. Is it like featured in there? Because I can't see. But it let me hide it and then it lets me show it. So I guess I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I put a star on it because she said it. I'm gonna read it again because it was mighty powerful to me and impactful. Not that y'all's other stuff wasn't impactful, but if there was a summary for what I'm trying to say when I say the whole white savior thing, this is it. Bethany saved the little black girl from the other little black girl. I helped my black husband with his black daughter because her black mama couldn't do it. It don't get no plainer than that. Mm-mm. I am. And Marquisa, I know Marquisa says that her dad drove a bus. My father drove a school bus. But have you noticed that in each one of the skits, more real life school bus stuff is popping off? The bus driver telling folks to sit down. The bus driver telling Bethany she need to get off the bus. The bus driver telling Bethany, you don't even talk to these kids like that. I am too, because you're not supposed to do that. They do want to keep her a prisoner because the truth of the matter is that Bethany felt like she was so horrible she shouldn't have tried to get in the way of her going to see her mama and staying with her mama. See, Looney says that we didn't allow our children to work while they were in school, and some people don't. And you are right, Looney. There's some people don't allow their children to work even through college. Maybe I did, Clarissa. If I did, it sure would be nice if they holler at you, girl. They can send me an email at Ayana enters the chat at gmail.com. AYA. Let me type it in here. Ayana enters the chat at gmail.com. Is it going in there? There it is. Whoop. I would love to consult some ideas and write for them. I sure would. Yeah, I get the setup. Her next move will be to sell it and give her mom the money. Makes perfect sense. Wow, Shar will be so moved by her daughter's gesture. Now check this out. No, she won't, because she won't be moved. I'm gonna tell you why she won't be moved. Shar is gonna be pissed. Because Shar, when Brooke said that to Shar that she wanted to sell the bag and give her the money for her car, Shara told her not to do that. No, baby, don't sell your bag. That's not what Shara wants for her. So she won't be moved by it. She gonna be moved, all right. She might move upside Brooke's head, but she told her don't do that. And if you look at the skit this morning, whether it was my reaction or whether it was the actual skit itself, and I'm gonna go over there so y'all can see what I'm saying. Let's just do that. Yes, yes, that's it. She won't like that Brooke was dishonest either. My quiz says I'm 48 years old, but when I was in high school, I snuck and got my first job, and my mom was not happy. She wouldn't even take me to work. Oh, my mom was like, "You want to work?" Well, now she did let me work, but she was like, "How you gonna get there? How you gonna get there?" And if she thought I was working somewhere, she thought I wasn't gonna like. She's like, "I don't think I like working now." But since you say you want to do it, I'm gonna let you do it. But now she didn't mind me babysitting for these teachers at all. But she said she wasn't gonna be coming up all times of night picking me up from no job. Not from no when they better let you off at a certain time. You better have your way to get home. And I'm from the country. So it was a drive to get home from work. Looney says in her comment, thank you, Jeanette, for your comment. She says, I said the same thing. Either it's at home or she plans for it. Or she has plans for it, but the girls don't have the purse. I don't believe those girls have that purse. I really don't. Yvette asked a very good question. Why didn't she put it in her book bag? Because she wanted it to appear stolen. That's why. She wanted it to appear stolen. Shar is going to dig. See, Yvette saw it. Shar is thinking. Shar's like, I'm telling y'all, that's a classic mama move right there. And that ain't even about race. That's straight up mama move. A mama with a good sense of now wait a minute. Bitchin says true Shar may be pissed, but once it's sold, what else can she do but to accept it? She'll then realize that her daughter did it for her. She will be moved after the dust settles. I think she'll be moved after the dust settles, but you guys think about it. Shar then has to deal with Bethany. Because then what Bethany is gonna do is what Bethany's gonna do is go in on the fact that Shara has a record and went to jail. And that Shara put Brooke up to do this. And that Shara let Brooke do it and let her think that it was stolen and it wasn't. And that Shara and Brooke stole the bag. But yeah, that's the common sense thing to put in your backpack. But look, remember, Marquisa, Shara told Brooke in the beginning, you want this, you and Bethany don't get along, so you're willing to take this, let her buy you, and take this gift just so you can go flex on those girls at school. And she said, that's not right. That's not right. Let's get over here. I want to go to the original skit, not my reaction. Hold on. I think what I'm gonna do is go over here to Country Wayne's channel and pull it that way. Oh, y'all, I have a lot of stuff. on here. Y'all, I'm so cold. I've been outside in the garden and I'm having a good time, but I am freezing cold. Okay, let's get down here to the videos. I'm gonna be sharing in just a second, y'all. Y'all just keep talking. Y'all keep talking. She didn't go to real jail. That's the thing. She was in like county jail for 90 days. It wasn't like she was in there that long. So like that's what the other thing too. I think Bethany went with this narrative like this woman was just a hardcore jailbird, and she wasn't. So I want y'all to notice some stuff with this skit. I called it out in my reaction, but I want y'all to like really see what I'm talking about. Okay, let me share the screen again. Hold on, it's about to show y'all.
Hey, Mama. I figured it's time for me to tell you now.
Okay, hold on. Now she's at home. Clearly it's night because she's got her little LED light on, right? She also, you hear there's a noise in the background. I thought it was like just a camera guy or something. But Brooke called her mom while she's letting the shower run. Take note.
Tell me what?
My purse got stolen today on the bus.
Your purse got stolen?
Yeah.
Who stole your purse, Brooke?
I don't know. I was okay. Listen, I was like sleep. I was like sleep, like laying on like the window or whatever, and I woke up. It was gone. So I don't
How
know.
would you be asleep, Brooke, with your purse out?
Okay, that's that first question. Forget the first one. Who stole your purse, Brooke? That was like a what? That's what that was. Now she says, "Why would you be asleep with your purse out, Brooke?" Shar knows her daughter. What she did, what she's saying, doesn't make a lick of darn sense to her. See what I'm saying? Look at that look. What? Who stole your purse? That questionable look. Like she got her wheels already spinning. You got to make this make sense to me, honey, because this ain't making sense. This is not making sense. Let's keep going.
I didn't think kids were gonna steal it.
Look at
That's a girl code, baby. You can't leave your purse anywhere.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know.
Who you think got it?
I one of them girls. You know, my usual haters.
The ones that stay.
they're the easy scapegoats. Probably one of them girls. My usual haters. But you want to take the bad to flex on your haters. Benjamin said Bethany would think of a way to throw Shara in the mix of putting Brooke up to it. She see that. Oh, definitely. Definitely. She would do that. Larry had pillow talk with Bethany and didn't give her the full details, just mentioned it in some ways, and Bethany took it and flew with it. Well, actually, Brooke is the one that told Bethany. Larry didn't tell Bethany. Brooke told Bethany. Bethany was Brooke's first call. How convenient. Oh, you talking about the whole thing about her going to jail. Okay, I got it. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Stay around for me.
I'm sorry it took me so long to tell you. I had so much going on today. Bethany came on the bus, confronting them about it.
Say what?
Yeah. He came on the bus, basically like cussing them out, saying they got it. I mean, I was understanding to her being mad. I was mad too.
So how did she know before I knew?
I mean, a lot was going on today. Like she was the first person I called because she bought the purse. So I'm like, I gotta tell her. Then the uncle was over here, and I had to explain to him. And I'm just like, it was so much going on. I was just stressed out.
Yeah, but you should. You should at least call me, Brooke.
Yeah, I know, but
Now here's something else. Why would Brooke not call her mama? After she called mom, i.e. Bethany, why wouldn't she call Shara? Why would it take her all day long to call Shara? Won't y'all think about that? Shara is her safety from Bethany. Why would it take her all day to call Shara? That's why I'm telling y'all, I believe this girl did something with this bag. If she hadn't pawned it, she's getting ready to pawn it, and she's gonna do it to help her mama.
Bethany, she does the most. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand, but especially about the situation, but she be doing the most.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just now getting settled in.
That's why it doesn't make sense. She talking about she's just now getting settled in. Girl, you just outside talking to your uncle. It's dark. You've been home all day. How you just now getting settled in? And listen to the background.
So that's why I decided to call you.
Okay.
I was really
Look at Shar.
stressful.
Shar's like, okay. She's thinking. The wheels are turning. She got that grease. She got that end of the chat grease going on. Like something ain't making sense. Something's off with this story. Bethany don't have them kind of motherly instincts. That's it, bitchin' music. She's processing Brooke's words because Brooke's words are not ringing 100% true in this moment. They're just not.
I don't know. Like, she's like really upset, but I mean, like, I'm upset because like that was my first bag. You know how much I love that bag, and that was going.
I mean, yeah, you probably should just kept it at my house.
When have you ever known Brooke talk to anybody on the phone and be pacing back and forth? I'm studying body language and everything. She moving back and forth. She's by the door. The shower is going. She been on the phone with her mama. She don't know how long she was gonna be on the phone with her mama. But you're gonna turn the shower on and come out the bathroom and go in your room and call your mama.
So you wouldn't have to worry about somebody taking it, or I don't know, bro.
I wanted to wear it to school. It doesn't matter where I kept it. Like, I wanted to wear it to school. It's a bag. It's not a bag that you just keep at home.
Well, yeah, I mean, I understand that, Brooke, but wearing it to school, that's an expensive purse. You probably should just, wear it on the weekends with me, or wear it, at your dad's house when y'all go out, or something. Not wearing it to school. That's just too expensive, and you know how these little girls are.
Where her mom is saying, you know that bag was too expensive for you taking to school, but you want to take it, and you know how these girls are. So why would you just have it laying out on the seat while you sleep? And this is an expensive behind bag. It make sense, Brooke. It's not making sense. So Marquisa, I saw your comment. So that means when Larry and Bethany was laying in the bed, Brooke must have heard on the other side of the door and heard Bethany say, he better not help Shara. That is a definite possibility. A definitive possibility. Pernell gave me another idea when I saw the interaction between Pernell and Brooke. Pernell said, you need to go stay with your mama. Now, how'd you lose his bag anyway? You need to go stay with your mama. Brooke wants to go stay with her mama. What might trigger Bethany to finally turn her loose? Bethany gets so mad she does something. Something triggers her so bad. Go on, stay with your mama. Go ahead on. I'm just saying, that's another possibility.
Cross my mind that someone's gonna steal my bag when I get a bag.
Brooke, calm it down.
Now she's being extra.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm just a little flustered. There's just so much happened today. Like, I don't know, this day's been like so busy. Like, it was just nonstop BS.
Now she
nonstop what, girl?
BS. I didn't curse.
Yeah, but you can't even say the abbreviations. Don't even do that.
Too old to not say BS. Brooke. I get. But anyways, I don't know. I had to just call and tell you that. I don't know. Crazy.
Well, I'm definitely gonna have to say something.
Yes?
Take the water running and take a shower yet?
I'm gonna get in the shower. I'm gonna call you later, Mom. I need to get in the shower.
Alright, love you.
I love you more.
Alright, Mom.
Bye-bye.
Now, you would think that when Bethany snatched her phone, That means that when Larry and Bethany were laying in bed, Brooke must have been on the other side of the door and heard Bethany say she better not help. That's one. Then we have Brooke. Bitchin' Music says Brooke needs to chill because she's putting too much on it at this point. Yes, she is. I just hope Brooke don't start playing Shar and Bethany against each other more than they already are. I think she is, but I don't think that's what Brooke's intention was. I think she wanted to keep the heat off her mom, and the best way to keep the heat off her mom is for that bag to not have been in any way near the vicinity of Shara when she decided to make this move that she's making. I think that is what's happening. I'm not 100% sure the writers may surprise me, but I'm telling you, I'm the mother of a teenage daughter. She's 15 years old, and I know my daughter would go to hell and back for me. She really would. And if she felt like someone was disrespecting their mom, she continuously hear Bethany saying stuff about her mom. She's a grown woman. She needs to handle it herself. It would not surprise me if she didn't go and put half down on getting that car fixed. If she knows where it's at. Hey, Zella. That's just what I'm thinking. That's just what I'm thinking. It's the best place for it to have happened because they couldn't say she was at Shar's and the girls took it and snatched it over there and be cutting up over there. And no, the Shar said she was gonna have to do some research. Shar means she gonna have to go to them girls' mamas and have a conversation and say, did you see any kind of, because this bag is missing and this white woman crazy. I mean, she could see Shar could have that conversation with those girls' mama and it could escalate, but I think Shar knows how to have a conversation. Single mom to single mom. Look, this is what's happening. And I want to help protect your daughters too, because this chick is crazy and she's talking about going to police, blah, blah, blah. Shar could have that conversation and get down to it. Bethany couldn't even do what Larry said do. Give it a day. It will likely show up. The only way for the writers to fix this is to say Brooke thought she took it to school, but it actually is in her closet or in that drawer. It's the only way they're going to fix it. Because it doesn't make sense those girls would have had that bag on that bus. They even helped her look for it. Now, some people will do some stuff. They'll steal stuff from you and help you look for it. But come on. Okay, we got one more thing. Well, two more quick things I want to go to. I want to go back to the Chase thing real quick because we didn't go to that video, to that skit where Candace and Chase were talking. When Chase was trying to tell, this is the one I wanted to go to. Watch Chase's body language, y'all.
The Sean Grayson cop who killed that lady in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Last year they got him.
Mm-hmm.
Second degree. I
hope they give him. I can
help you, baby.
Oh.
Give it to me.
I hope they give him
the maximum, right?
The
Look
death
how
penalty.
eager.
He told her to go get the water.
Watch her body.
I'm gonna say, let me see your hands.
He starts talking. Because I think Candace knows when Chase is on some BS.
Tomorrow, I'm going to go to Anthony's house. I want you to come with me.
Okay.
Go see Anthony and Amber. See what they've been up to.
Notice how we're going to go to Anthony's house and we're going to see Anthony and Amber. I hope Anthony and Amber can stop him from doing this stupid mess he's about to do.
Remember how we had talked about Maggie and me not doing business with her, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I kind of want to, I feel like, I know what I said, but I feel like it don't make sense for us. When I say us, I mean it's in the household to, you know what I'm saying, turn that money down.
Tied it to the
Turn that
household.
potential business relationship down. I just think that it could
Look
be
at
something
Candace's
dope.
body
I think
language.
it
She
could be
knows he's
something
on that
cool for
BS.
you too,
She
because
knows
she's a
it.
woman. She might do things that could involve you. I just feel like it would be beneficial, and I want to go back to just doing business with her.
How did you get to this thought process of now wanting to go back and do business with her? Where is this coming from?
I was just thinking about it. I mean, because I see her and I'll be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I see her like getting her boxes out of her car and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and like she moving. I know she had mentioned something about the holidays and how she gets busy during holidays and she want to do stuff in commercials. So I'm like, we about to miss some extra holiday money.
When
There's so
she
much
said
more
that,
money
y'all.
out there.
Y'all hear
We
Maggie?
gonna get that money too.
Hell bent on
Did
doing.
y'all hear Maggie say anything about some darn holidays and money for the holidays and all the other stuff? Did y'all hear her say anything? The only conversation I ever heard Maggie say about a holiday is when she was talking to Candace that day, when Candace got out of the Mercedes and was talking about the holidays and what they plan on doing and all that kind of stuff. It is not going to benefit his marriage. It is not going to benefit his marriage at all. You are
Business with
so
her,
right.
sounds like.
But we don't win. Since when do we pick and choose what money we want? Like what?
Oh,
when do
we do. All money's not good money.
I
You
know
say that to me all the
but
time.
I understand that, but what makes this bad money though?
How many times do we have to talk about this?
We don't.
You even said that, okay, you know what, babe? I remember we sat here, I think we had that conversation. And you said, you know what, I respect you and more so.
And I
I'll
still respect you though.
Okay, but my decisions on why you guys shouldn't do business. Beginning wasn't about not trusting you. I don't trust her. And all that, it was just too much going on. Like, take a breather. You don't have to do business with everyone.
Really, let me just say this.
Pride goes before the fall. She's warning him. He's getting it out right here by way of his wife, by way of his, as men like to say, my rib. He's getting a warning and he's choosing to ignore it.
She hasn't, in all fairness, she hasn't done anything to make you not trust her in business. Like,
I don't trust no woman, single woman around my husband. Period.
We don't even, first off, we don't even know how single she is. The guy that talked, her New York dude, that we don't know what their relationship is. I'm just saying, we got to give it a shot. Like
we gave it a shot.
We didn't.
Like I said in my reaction, and I stand 10 toes deep, down, whatever. What Chase is doing here in this dialogue is trying to agree. Not just, it's bigger than just doing business with her. What Chase is asking is for permission to cheat. So when the cheating happens, which in his mind, he know he gonna hit that. He may not have let it come like all the way to the the front, but in his mind, he know he can hit it, and he's gonna hit it. And when it comes up, he wants to be able to justify the hitting it when he says, well, I said I was going to do business with it and you seem cool with it, and this chick ain't cool with it at all. Before a woman leaves a man, she usually has told him at least 100 times why he is getting on her nerves. She's going to shut down in a minute because she has told him. Chase's mom warned him about disrespecting his marriage and his wife when he tricked Candace into going on that trip to Jamaica. I think that's where they went. Jamaica, I think. His mama told him, you got a whole behind warning from your mama about playing like this and moving like a snake. And here you are again about to move like a snake. Because if Candace was any other woman, Candace would have left him on that island and said, if you don't come home, If you don't leave now, then don't come home. Any other woman, if it wasn't Candace, because I give Candace all her props, Candace, any other woman would have been like, okay, you done tricked me into going on this thing. Now I see you done had a whole conversation with other people. I tell you what, I'm going to pack my bags. I'll be back at the other place because I'm not staying here. Matter of fact, you get out. And I get they're trying to teach a lesson in this skit. I just don't know that I would play with my own marriage. If these people are truly married, I don't know if I would play with my own marriage like this in a skit. I granted it's teaching a lesson. Yes, Candace, Chase trying to get you to agree to do business with a snake. Just like a man know a man, a woman know a woman. A woman knows when a woman ain't up no good. Can we be wrong? Yes, we can be wrong. But our intuition. Men make a really big mistake by not listening to women and their intuition. God gave us that for a reason. It is not just to protect ourselves and our hearts. It's also to protect our children, to protect our men, to protect our households. And they are about to force us to watch this man go down this rabbit hole and mess around with this woman. He even gonna start talking about the way Ken
it just started off wrong and you have a bad taste in your mouth about it. And I'm just like, well, I do respect it and I still respect it. I'm gonna keep a close eye on it and I'm gonna keep your feelings in mind moving forward for sure. But I just think that unless she's giving,
I'm gonna keep your feelings in mind going forward. But it should have been I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna keep your feelings in mind and that's it. But instead, it's but. I'm gonna keep your feelings in mind, but I'm still gonna hit that. That's what he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying. I'm gonna keep your feelings in mind, but I'm still gonna hit it. And when I get tired of hitting it, and when I realize what I'm about to lose, I'm gonna come back to you. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna scapegoat you and saying, well, why didn't you warn me? Why did you let me do this? You're a grown man, full grown man. You made up your mind to do it anyway, despite what your wife is telling you.
Giving us something, some sort of inclination that she has ulterior motives, and I surely don't. I think we cool.
So we wait for something to happen?
No, we're not. No.
No, that's what you're saying. We're gonna wait for something to happen in case she has some motives. Hit it. Like, no.
No, that's not what I'm saying. We're not gonna wait for nothing. We're gonna be ahead of it for sure. I'm saying is let's give the business relationship a shot.
Let's pray about it.
We're gonna pray about it. I know God teach prosperity. He don't want us to be broke.
No.
They ain't hardly broke. She said, let's pray about it. Again, that was another warning right there. We need to go to God before you do this, husband. So now, while he out here tipping, and I'm not going to say the way I usually say it because I think it offended some people, but y'all know what I said, my little phrase. So while he out there tiptoeing with Maggie, she going to be home praying, heartbroken. And when she leave him, he going to want to send up some prayers. But God said in his word that, you supposed to honor your wife, and you don't honor your wife, you close up the windows of heaven to yourself. And I get they teaching a lesson, but I wouldn't put my marriage like that. I just would not.
But he also wants us to see things a little bit more clear. And your vision's not always clear when, I didn't know this was that and this and that. Like, this is why you have me.
We got a neighbor, though.
This is why you have me.
And not be weird. It's going to be.
We got a neighbor, though. Everybody got neighbors. Everybody got neighbors. That don't mean I'm going to go and interact with my neighbor against my husband's wishes. Marquisa says, all the advice Candace gives and gave to Anthony and Amber, even when her and Liz from the salon, she gonna have to use all her energy and spiritual strength to go to her next step. Yes. She gonna have to go deep down. She gonna have to reach deep, like the old folks say, she gonna have to reach deep down in her soul to go to the next level for this and to get all the spiritual strength she can for this right here. They supposed to let left the house and rented that house out and moved in here so they could save some money because they want to start a family. But now Chase is thinking about going over here, knocking boots with the woman next door. And how is this woman supposed to feel when she get ready to leave her house and go to work, and she got to worry about whether her husband is messing around with the woman next door? How is she supposed to feel when she try to make love with her husband at home, and she got to worry about if the woman next door had it earlier in the day? Those are the kind of things that goes through a woman's head. Because when we try to talk to you and put our feelings out and you don't listen, all we got now is that intuition and then that small little window of opportunity for the snake called Satan to slip up in there and start putting all them little words in the air, in the atmosphere. And I'm going to tell y'all, that ish will drive a woman crazy. That's why you get TV shows like Snapped. And he's sitting his grown, childish behind on this bed, seeing what he's doing to his wife and diminishing her feelings and trying to low-key call her crazy because he want to go next door and stick his tail in another cat's behind. And I meant it how I said it. I meant it just the way I worded it. Because that's what he wants to do.
We just making things weird for no reason, and it ain't it don't gotta be like that. Like, you don't, for no reason, it's just gonna be weird. Like, oh,
notice how she don't want to.
I
shut
don't
down.
have an actual problem with her. I don't want you to think that. My point is, I'm just protecting our marriage before, because y'all is getting a little too close with discounts and even, food and
that's
and
all that stuff. And if she was just some
all that
unattractive woman, just older unattractive woman, would you have had the same? If she was just some unattractive woman, just older unattractive woman.
Why older women got to be unattractive? Who said older women were unattractive? Now I'm 52. Who said older women were unattractive? I might be a big girl, but I'm still attractive. I can pull a man. I'll go out here right now and pull a man. That ain't got nothing to do with it, Chase. Now he is comparing. He's putting the comparison spirit on his wife. Now she got to compare herself. Well, does he think she's prettier than me? Think about the questions that Amber asked Anthony about Shayla. Why Shayla? What did Shayla do that you like so much? Why this? Why my best friend? What did I do wrong? That's comparison. That is a spirit that you don't need to have in your marriage. Your husband don't need to feel like he got to compare himself to some other men out there in the street. Your wife shouldn't feel like she got to compare herself to the woman next door. And the same chick invited me to work out. She was smiling in my face. All the things that's gonna hit Candace, like, but every last one of them. She gonna think about when she warned Chase about Anthony and the dirt that Anthony was doing, and how he needed to be mindful of his friend. She's gonna remind Chase about Wayne and how Wayne moves as a single man. She's gonna have to remind Chase of a lot of things. Even Charles and how Charles moved. Now, what a terrible bitchy music says, what a terrible way for a woman to have to live with worrying about the what ifs, mentally exhausting. And y'all, that is something that we do so well. And now he's sitting here talking about what if she was an older, unattractive woman. So now you're saying she's attractive. So now, as a woman, as a wife, so do you think she looks better than me? That's why you want to do this so much? But at the same time, he's also projecting onto her. He's doing the same thing that Bethany does to Brooke and Larry. He's projecting. If a man calls bitchy music, if a man calls me, I'm gonna pull it up. Y'all, I'm still learning my little things. But if a man calls me to have to worry that way, he's not worth my staying in the relationship. I refuse to be second best. And that's the warning. Something has triggered Chase to feel like he is deserving of a side chick. Someone made a comment about Candace and how she's carrying herself now. This woman is at home. Why does she have to be dressed up at home when he coming home? Part of what he liked about her most likely was her natural beauty. Most men ain't looking for you to be mad. They want to know what you look like when you get out the shower and you just straight up natural. They want to know what you look like when you wake up in the morning, bad breath and all. When you've been working out and you ain't had a chance to like take a shower yet. That's what those them pheromones hit. But here he go for this bull.
Would you have had the same?
Absolutely. Don't even try that. Yes, she's pretty. That doesn't mean nothing. Everybody's pretty. Like whatever the case is. Like what are we talking? I'm lying.
If it was a 70-year-old
So you
woman,
think I'm threatened by Maggie? Is that what
I did not say you.
So why?
See where that conversation went? He told her she was lying. Yeah, the woman pretty, but and so what? So now he's tapping away at her self-esteem. Seem familiar, y'all? Anthony was doing the same thing to Amber before she lost that baby. Let's keep going.
Would you bring her looks up as if like that was something to be worried about?
Because I'm just telling you how I feel. I feel like that's the only reason you're doing it.
Why would you bring her looks up if that is something to be worried about? And Chase, when he's playing messy Chase looks the other way. He did it with Wayne. He's done it with Anthony. When he's being messy Chase, he can't look at the person that he's being messy to. Let me put that up there. Marquisa says that's why Wayne so-called on Tamara's heels now. She's natural.
Now, like, that's just how I feel. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that I didn't say that you're threatened. I don't believe you're threatened. I just feel like you think because she's a single, young, pretty black woman.
No, just because she's single. Can we not get past that? She's single. And she's doing things for my husband that I don't like.
What did she do? She brought brownies to a new neighbor. I gave her a discount.
She bought the brownies because Chase, she thought you were single and you allowed her to believe that you were single. And then boom, opens the door, the wife. Why is she hiding the wife? Why did he tell me he was married? Why is he hiding his wife? Something must be wrong. Let me see if I can get up in there. Bitchin' Music says, I don't watch this skit, but I get what's going on, and I can't believe he's doing this to Candace. Overall, I always thought they were cool together. They were the boring couple. They were the happily married, don't have a lot of drama couple. But now, just for the sake of creating some tension, they've decided to take this character, these two characters, and drop a bomb on their relationship. Marquisa says, wait, Chase, Candace has told you before about women way back in the office. They checked, what's her name? The girl that works the front desk. They checked her about the way she dressed. He listened to Candace then. Right there, what Marquisa said. You're showing me it's a crack to get in and start to stir the pot. And that's all Maggie had to do. Candace also showed her a crack because when she went out there telling her don't give my husband no more gifts, that should have been it. It shouldn't have been that back and forth. But Candace went back and forth with Maggie. I wouldn't have went back and forth with it. Real simple. Thank you for the gift. The brownies was good, but you don't give my husband no more gifts. We don't do that. Y'all do business together and that's it. Keep the gifts to yourself. And Chase still has not told his wife that woman is the reason why he got his coffees for free. But here's where we at. In Skitland.
Which I would give to anybody.
Now you give it to anybody. No, you
don't.
I
would give even look at
I mean, if somebody came in with a good reason, I would give them a discount.
Okay, so that I'm finna get triggered, so I'm finna move from that one. Marquisa said something back here. I want to repin this one. See if I can get back to it real quick, and then we're gonna end it here, and then I'll see y'all back tonight at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Not the crack in the pot. Well, I hope Candace knows her worth. You can be a woman and know your worth, but still, when you feel like your man is not listening to you, that's when you get the word I'm looking for. That's when you realize there's something wrong, and you start to feel like it's something. Am I less than? Am I less than? Am I not enough? Why is she better? The more insecure she becomes, and Chase is stoking her insecurity. We're gonna go to this one. This is gonna be quick.
Hey man, I know it ain't a movie, but it's a movie for my real life.
I'll do this in 10 minutes.
Yeah, man, that's what I was saying. There's something that ain't never been done before.
I want to show y'all what
that's what I
on this.
That's
trying to make it bigger.
Right. You are on the same frequency.
Okay. I didn't understand what Wayne meant when he was telling Tamara and he was telling other people it's on some 90s kind of love. It's, you know, she's got that 90s vibe and all of that. And then he said his mom passed in the 90s and he feels like in some ways he was stuck there. He hadn't been able to find what he wants. He's bringing his sisters in and talking to them about Tamara. And it makes sense because he's never talked about any other woman, even the children, the babies, the mamas of his babies. Hold on, y'all. He's never, so good. He's never talked about any other woman that way. Okay. So I still got you pinned. Yeah, they do talk too much. I agree. So let's get into this real quick.
No, girl, this gonna be the best day ever. I just need you now. That's right, in my yard. I'm sorry. Hey man, I'm sorry to have you on the phone this late. Hey man, tell your wife I said hey man. Ooh.
What was that?
Oh, that was Ryan, the set designer. They did the set for That's Her, the movie. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm gonna get to do.
So he's plugging That's Her, the movie. Now I meant to go down the rabbit hole and do some research on That's Her. Let me see if I can get out of this that I'm in. Hold on. December 2024, there's an article, the Coco Jones and Country Wayne rap production on rom-com That's Her. So this is the article in Variety. Can y'all see that? That's the Variety. If you look up Coco Jones and Country Wayne, it should come up. Okay. Now I don't know if Tamara is in this movie or not. I got to go down the rabbit hole. But he definitely is plugging that movie. So apparently That's Her must be about to come out as possibly a holiday movie. Okay. Hold on, let me see. There were a couple more comments I think I missed. Came in a little late. I'm gonna review them too, but I think I understand why he's going to them. I think I understand why he's going to them. So Wayne says in here.
The Wayne's World thing I was talking about, I'm gonna put it in my yard.
He talking about the Wayne's World thing. He's putting it in his yard. It's gonna feature Tamara. He want to take a picture. I think Wayne is plugging his movie. That's Her, the movie, right? The rom-com. And I also think he's preparing us for another show. I don't want to see a repeat of Martin and Living Single out of Wayne. I don't think Shayla Delicia, PR, and Tamara can carry that. I think Tamara could carry. If you took Toya, her friend, Tamara, and then the other friend of Tamara's, the other one, the little kind of wild acting when she's real funny. The three of those could carry a sitcom. If they started in the skit and started them off on their own trajectory into a skit and flip that into comedy, I would take it. If he's trying to do a romantic comedy spinoff of That's Her that he's doing with Coco Jones and pull it into the skit, or create maybe a TV show or something after that. Because remember, he also had Kev on stage on here too. I don't think there was anything amiss about the way he's doing. I think it definitely was intentional. When I watched this, I realized Wayne is not making sense to us.
It was for real.
Yeah. What you think?
But Wayne is giving. I know, right? It is. It's a good mental exercise, though, for me as someone that had a stroke. It's a good mental exercise. So, but Wayne is setting us up for him doing something new. O'Neal talked about it, and I mentioned in my review, but O'Neal talked about it last night. Wayne's kind of stock and skit in terms of his character on the skit. He's kind of been MIA for a while. People ain't really checking for him like that. His storylines didn't really go anywhere. Women are tired. Women are tired of Country Wayne and his womanizing that he does in the skits. His character does in the skits. Okay? Women want to see more. A lot of women, I haven't seen the analytics and the stats on his skits, but I can say on my reactions, there are a lot of women that watch these reactions and react to this. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. I get it, Mark. Yeah, then that did remind me of Gina and Martin when Martin went to Gina's exercise class. It did. It did. So I'm with you now. I'm with you now, Marquisa. But I do believe he's setting us up for something he's getting ready to drop. And he said he's going to do things differently. So he's setting it up. Like his sister's saying, I've never heard you talk like this before. What's going on? Now, what I think him going to Piari was pettiness. I don't understand why he has gone, and I haven't watched that skit yet to react to it. I don't understand why he went to Shayla and Alicia to plan a date for Tamara. I don't understand that. I still got to put them pieces together. But what I do believe is that Wayne is telling us what he's getting ready to do. He's getting ready to hit us with some new type of content. And it's tied and centered around his relationship with Tamara. And it's going to be different from what he's done before. Now, I don't know if that content is going to be on this channel, but I think that's why he's setting it up like a movie set too. Remember, we couldn't understand why D kept picking Momo over Tamara. They've been pulling Tamara and D apart for some time, but I don't think that whole part with her getting in the church and going to the preacher and all that stuff, I don't even think that was it. I think the Momo and Damien skits was the example of them totally pulling away. And LaToya was telling her to move on. There's another one where he asked Alicia for some help too, I think. I think there's another skit. I had to double check. We'll check once I close this off. So I think there's more to this Tamara and Wayne thing that meets the eye. So it'd be hard sometimes, but I'm gonna continue to go down this rabbit hole with this character right here. There was one more thing I wanted us to see, and this is gonna close it out. I'm gonna be reacting to this Natasha thing. Yeah, Wayne asked Alicia. There is one where he also asked Alicia. He asked Shayla. So there's a newer one with Alicia in it. So I'm gonna see what's going on. And then I'm also gonna react to Amber. I do have one that's ready to go up. I'm gonna post it once we get off here live. And then we're gonna look at this one. Ernestine tells Amber who she really needs to forgive. Yeah, Wayne on this petty train hard today. He's on this petty train real hard. He really is. And I'm trying to see how they fit into the work that he's doing. to try to give us. I think Wayne really is trying to give us some new and fresh content going into 2026. I think he's gonna do something different, and I think he's giving us a hint. I did see Tamara on a red carpet for all black, I think, and Damien Gui, and in the comment, it's an Instagram post, and Damien Gui and I want to say Natasha and Roe and some other people, they were congratulating her. So let's just see what that's about. Let's stick with this for a little while. Tonight we're gonna go through some of this Natasha stuff and get kind of kiki and laugh more on the Wayne Tamara stuff. And then we're also going to look at, of course, we're going to look at some Bethany and Brooke, some Amber, because she's jealous. You got to think. I'm going to answer this question. Because she's jealous of Tamara. Tamara got all those beautiful flowers. Wayne is chasing her. Wayne is doing the thing that Shayla wants men to do for her. And no man is doing that for her. No man is falling all over Shayla like that. Delicia played her card wrong. But Tamara is just a different type of vibe. I also feel like Shayla is also throwing shade at Tamara because Tamara is who Shayla wants people to think that she is. This low-key chick with this cool, chill vibe, and she's just not that person. And finally, and most importantly, I believe Shayla wanted Wayne, but Amber got to Wayne first. Back when they first started all getting together and introducing and stuff, Shayla wanted Wayne, but Amber got to Wayne first. So Shayla settled for Arby. So when it came time for Anthony to step in the picture, and then they were about to get married, and Amber was cheating with Wayne, that gave Shayla what she wanted, to be able to take Anthony from Amber, at least temporarily. That was the fuel to Shayla's fire, I believe, personally. Whew, y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot down these here rabbit holes, isn't it? Okay, y'all, I'm about to get off of here. It has been wonderful hanging with y'all for this hour and a half, but I got to go and see if I can get some more of my stuff in my containers. And I got some sewing to do tonight. So, look, y'all, it has been a pleasure. I've enjoyed this conversation. I look forward to seeing y'all again with these reactions. Y'all keep running these numbers up on your girl. I appreciate you. I sure do. I sure do. I sure do. I do appreciate y'all so much. We have 527 subscribers. Woo, woo. We are growing, definitely. Bitchy Music says, I loved it. Thanks, Ayana. Looking forward to other live chats. Have a good day. Same to you, Bitchy Music. And remember, y'all, in the chat, let's talk about it. If something comes to mind to you today, post it in the community, post it in the chat, and I'll see y'all tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? Whew. Anyway, see y'all later. Until next get peace and a whole lot of hair grease and some olive and some prayer oil for my throat. It's 8:30 tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm on the East Coast, so it'll be 8:30 my time. All right. See y'all later. Bye.